Cotton, a soft staple fiber, was first cultivated 7,000 years ago. By the inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization. And today, India is one of the largest cotton producing country, and Madhya Pradesh is known as the Cotton Bowl of India. Cotton is grown with long hot dry summers with plenty of sunshine and low humidity in the form of bolls around the seeds of a cotton plant. A shrub native to tropical and subtropical regions around the world. Cotton is harvested or picked either manually or mechanically. Manual picking is very labor intensive, time consuming and thus expensive. Mechanically, cotton is harvested by cotton pickers or cotton strippers, which is much faster than the manual picking. After harvesting, the cotton fiber is collected and transported to a cotton gin. Where the cotton fibers, also known as lint, are separated from cotton seeds and is then compacted in bales and stored and further transported to a cotton yarn mill. At the cotton yarn mill, raw cotton is processed and converted into threads used for manufacturing cotton textile. For this conversion, a series of detailed mechanical procedure is followed. In a yarn mill, raw cotton is first taken to the blow room. In blow room, cotton picked from cotton plants often contain dirt, broken pieces of cotton wool, seeds and other impurities. So, opening and scrutinizing is the first step carried out in the blow room. As cotton bales come from various regions, therefore, these are mixed and fed into bale pluckers, which is used to pluck the cotton heaps using high pressure air suction. These ducts open into varioclean, where beating is done. Then the cotton is transferred to Unimix, which is responsible for uniform blending and rebeating. This cotton is then transferred to FlexiClean, which senses the contaminated cotton through vital contamination process in a separate chamber and separates it from further transfer. Then comes the carding stage. Carding process combines the different fibers into a homogeneous mix. This machine consists mainly of one big roller with smaller ones surrounding it. The cotton leaves the carding machine in the form of sliver, a large rope of fibers. Now comes the drawing stage. In this, as many as 8 slivers are combined. Each sliver will have thick and thin spots. Thus, by combining various slivers together, a more consistent size can be obtained. This process is known as draw frame. Draw frame produces two types of yarns, a normal yarn by carded process and a superfine yarn by combed process. In carded, the yarn is further drawn and woven on bobbins and is a bit non-uniform. Whereas in combed, the fiber yarn shorter than ½ inch are removed and then is further drawn and slightly twisted into a more thinner and uniform strand. After the yarn is combed or carded, the yarn is reduced to a finer thread in this process by giving more twists and thereby turning the yarn into a more regular and even thread, which is then winded onto a tube. This is also known as roving frames. The roving bobbins are now ready for spinning or for the process of ring spinning and ring frame. Ring frame. Ring spinning is a continuous process in which the thread is passed around the ring and is woven on small plastic tubes or bobbins through a ring traveler. Then comes the autoconer. In this, the thread wounded on several small bobbins is collectively wounded on a bigger cone-like shape. This is also known as auto-winding. The final thread is sent into the conditioning machine where it is treated in vacuum with steam and kept for a particular time period. This process strengthens the thread and gives it a lustrous finish. Once conditioning is done, the threads are ready for packaging. The conditioned thread spools are then packed as per the customer requirements. Cotton, being a natural fiber, is non-injurious to those who use it, but for those who manufacture it, it might turn into a threat, as the working conditions in a cotton mill are not usually healthy. Hot and humid air required to prevent the thread from breaking, and a temperature of 65 to 80 Fahrenheit and 85% humidity, air thick with cotton dust, leads to bisonosis, which is a lung disease. The cotton dust air leads to skin infections, eye infections, bronchitis, and tuberculosis. Thus, cotton fiber, when converted into textile, it proves out to be soft and breathable, and therefore is the most widely used natural fiber in the world. It is also used to make basting threads and fabrics like linen, rayon, etc., which have plant origins. So, this was all about the journey of cotton from a raw seed to a finished thread.